Ever wondered where movies are filmed? With the technology nowadays, all you need is a green screen. However, there is still the option for companies to travel to locations to make their life easier in post-production. Well, in this video, I'll be showing you 10 locations you can actually visit. In this video, we'll be focusing on locations based in London, England, known to be in famous movies. But I will also add a foreign location for some of you holiday fanatics. Let's get this straight. I won't be talking about every location in each of these movies because, well, the video will be 3 hours long. And I'm sure no one wants that, so let's get straight into it. Number 10. The Natural History Museum, London. I've started things off with some soft, spine-chilling horror in The Mummy. The director Alex Kurtzman chose to film a major scene in London, probably to show the short roads with the tight bends making it harder to run for the characters. The main scene is Tom Cruise and Annabelle Wallis running away from the blast created by the mummy called Ahmet, played by Sofia Boutella. They run through the middle gallery while the oak display cabinets behind them get destroyed. A truly great location. Number 9. Egerton Terrace, Kensington, London. We come across the house in Parent Trap owned by Annie's family, who are famous and wealthy, especially her mum, who runs a global wedding gown business. There's no question why the director picked this house. I mean, look at it. Look at the road, it's stunning. The road is free for visitors and was even visited by Lindsay Lohan herself recently. Number 8. Trafalgar Square, London. Here we are, one of the most famous tourist attractions in London, and for filming, which I'm not surprised. The lions and the collar make it perfect site for filming a movie about history and museums, like in this film, Night in the Museum, Secret of the Tomb. As they chase Lancelot, they reach Trafalgar Square, where the magic tablet brings the famous lion statues to life. This scene makes the movie more interesting as they seem to explore London and its famous landmarks. Number 7. Chalcot Crescent. Home to the Brown family and then to Paddington Bear. The house is meant to be set in Notting Hill. However, the actual location was filmed in North London, minutes away from Camden Town Station. There's a little travel suggestion for when you visit this beautiful house. Number 6. Tower Bridge, London. The famous crime-fighting, friendly neighbourhood Spider-Man takes his luggage for a tour around Europe in the 2019 Far From Home. In a hope to save everyone, Peter heads for London, where the attack starts and ends in Tower Bridge. Now, they don't actually travel to London because it's all CGI and green screen, all complicated stuff that I don't understand. I thought it'd be cool to add this as it shows the advanced technology that the film industry has today. It looks the same as in real life, plus the bridge is pretty big. Number 5. Cáceres, Spain. It makes perfect sense why Cáceres was chosen as a film location for the TV series Game of Thrones. This incredibly well-preserved old town is surrounded by Moorish castle walls that encircle narrow cobbled streets, aligned with houses and palaces which date back to the Middle Ages and even earlier. This area, which is now a World Heritage Site, looks just as it would have done hundreds of years ago. What's more is that the greater region around Cáceres is rich in castles of fallen empires and untouched natural landscapes of lakes, fields, boulders and mountains. In that sense, Cáceres and Game of Thrones were always going to be a perfect match for each other. Number 4. The National Gallery, London. As Bond stares at a painting found on level 2, room 34, Q, his new quartermaster, sits beside him, handing him his new weapon and radio transmitter. This is a fairly simple scene, but one that is remembered well. The good thing with this location is it's completely free to enter and easy to find. I mean, come on, I would never give you a hard time. Number 3. Big Ben, London. A non-stop, suspenseful action thriller that takes place all over London. But in this specific scene, we're going to get to see famous locations being absolutely blown up to pieces. But we focus on Big Ben. This incredible landmark hasn't just been blown up in this film, but many times in the film industry. What has Big Ben done to you? Number 2. Secret Intelligence Building, London. We come back to our favourite spy, James Bond. In this section, we look at MI6 building, home to the Secret Intelligence Service. In this specific scene, we see it being blown up by the Raul Silva, played by Javier Bardem. This scene creates a sense of worry for viewers due to the security and importance of this building, but still failing to avoid an explosion. And finally, number 1. Notting Hill, London. Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts cast in this famous rom-com movie that takes place in the district Notting Hill in West London. From Portobello Road Market and the famous travel bookshop library to his house in Westbourne Park Road. I've put this film in number 1 because it is easy to travel to in London. Also, talking about the depth of it, viewers say that they enjoyed it because they can relate as it's a simplified version of reality. And that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed this list of top 10 movie locations that you can actually visit. If you think I should have added any other sites, tell me in the comments below. Thanks for listening and see you next time.